Hello everyone, welcome to a new LEGO thrift store bag unboxing video. In front of me here I have 3 bags, all priced the exact same. $8 Canadian is what we paid for all 3 of these each, and they are very good bags. These are all bulk pieces, I believe, but these are some big bags of just bulk pieces. You never know what we're going to find inside, so yeah, I'm very excited for this opening. Let's move the 2 big boys in the back out of the way. We're going to start with the one in the middle. This is really cool. Great price, honestly, for the amount of Lego pieces that are here. This is an incredible deal. It'll be very interesting to see, though, what might be in this collection. I assume that they were all from the same Lego collection and then parted out into 3 different bags, so we'll probably see the same style of themes for pieces and whatnot, which is kind of cool. And there we go. Look at that. That is quite the assortment of pieces. We'll go ahead and give her a big swoosh. Move all the stuff around here. Okay, what's happening with this? This is a pretty awesome piece. This is for a vehicle. We got a couple wheel well pieces. We're missing the actual tires on it. That's kind of interesting. We got the rims. Okay, well, that'd be kind of cool if it was kind of close to complete. I like the plastic mold models for these, though. These are really nice. They're great starters. And from all my other thrift store bags, they definitely have tires. I mean, here's one, for example, already. But yeah, wouldn't be hard to pair one up. We got a bigger tire here, which looks like it might go to whatever this thing was at one time. This is kind of interesting. Possibly for like a drag race car, right? Maybe something like that. Some nice big tires, though. Cool. We got 3. Was there a 4th? I don't think so. No. There is a couple smaller ones right here. That's kind of cool. Keep that with the other one. Wouldn't it be cool if we had all 4 tires for the big one here? Build some type of like really cool race car. Ooh, speaking of race cars, what is happening with this? Huh. Is this from the Disney movie Cars, right? I think so. Lightning McQueen's the main character. Is this the truck? No, this actually might be Lightning McQueen himself. Or at least like the top part. It's a printed piece for that, for a car vehicle, and it is Lego. What year does it say? 2010? Is that right? Oh, sometimes it's hard to get the proper glare. I see the number right there. I think that says 2010, possibly. But that's an interesting piece, though. Maybe that went to this here. Maybe not. Okay, guys, is this a sticker thing happening? What's this? This is, yeah, sticker. Possibly like some Friends kind of stuff here. It's kind of like the number one theme that gets donated to the thrift stores is Friends. And then obviously I think City is the next step one. We got here a minifigure accessory piece. Nice that it has the visor. I like that. Clear visor. Maybe for like an aqua diver or something like that. Okay, we'll add it to the back. Ooh, next to the mask, what was this? We got a face. Oh, heavily used, but I wonder, is that a mustache that was possibly there, or is that just like the mouth being open? They got some big brows. Interesting. This face has definitely seen better days, but it's got some history behind it. We'll keep it on top of the car. We got another sticker. Looks like it's probably matching that other sign that we seen earlier. Yep, definitely. Not too bad, not bad. Overall, pretty good bag. We got our main pieces that are kind of cool. We got some type of small little bottom end of a ship, probably for a boat. Some more axle pieces for a vehicle, possibly. Yeah, these are all really great pieces. We got some small little chains. I like when the chain links are really long. Those are some cool set design pieces. Good for mocks. Web stuff. Ooh, picket fences. Could never have enough of these. Oh, this one's actually for a construction set. That's kind of interesting. Nice, interesting wind shield. I don't know why I separated the words there, but I wonder if this would be for a spaceship or for an actual, like, just a big truck vehicle or something like that. What's happening in the back here? We got some sticker stuff. Is this oh, this is actually printed. This is pretty cool. Number 58. Is that the same? I could be wrong about this, but is that from the movie Cars? Is that correct, or is that wrong? Definitely doesn't go to this car, I don't think, but it's a very awesome piece, though. What do we got? Anything else? Maybe other pieces that would represent it? Now, remember, all the bags came from the same store together, and I think it's from the same collection, so maybe we'll find some other pieces to match what we've found so far. This is kind of interesting, a portrait of Friends figures. But it's a sticker, but kind of an interesting piece, though. The Friends sets, man, they just got so many different designs of different stuff. And they don't hold back on the stickers with the Friends. Like, here's another one for a 2x2 tile. That's a cool piece. Got a little trophy. Nice. We'll keep the trophy over there. What's happening with this? Okay, it's a sticker. Nothing too crazy. And other than that, I think that's kind of like it for cool and interesting pieces. We do have a police sticker, I think, right? Oh, I was wrong. You know what? That's printed. You never know. Oh, we got one more of the printed piece here that's also, this is number 2558. Definitely all from like the same set, possibly, or at least the same theme for Lego. So there's actually a couple in this bag here. I'm not seeing anything else. We got a life jacket. Oh, what is this? Something tells me would this be for like a firefighter truck? Maybe not, but look at that. I was just mentioning earlier about like having a long chain, but this also works too. This is pretty cool. Like, look how long that cord is. Oh my. That's really long. And then that's not too hard to ravel it back up like that. Cool. This is actually a really awesome little piece here. I think it's for towing a vehicle, right? It kind of seems like that. It's got a little ball on the end of it to connect to something. I know I recently made a set that connects the ball joints, so they're out there to do that. And yeah, I think maybe this is for the tow truck from the Cars series. Is his name Mayday? Mayday Mayor? Something like that? I'm kind of blanking on names. I haven't watched the movie since like maybe 5-10 years ago. It's been a long time now. And they don't really make sets too often for the Cars franchise. I think the last movie came out in like 2017. That third one, so kind of crazy to say it's actually getting older. Oh, I think I missed this from earlier, but we do have a basketball net. No actual part to keep it up, right? Just the net. No even backboard or anything like that. Would be kind of cool if we had one. But oh, you know what? We got one more Cars piece here. This is kind of weird. We got all the parts to it, but nowhere near complete vehicles or anything. But this is another front hood one with the eyes. They're kind of creepy just getting the separate little pieces here. Maybe we can piece together some more stuff later on. I think these are the last two interesting pieces that I can find in this bag here. Two more printed pieces as well. I think this is the side of the rusty truck, right? Put them on the sides there. I think that's what it is. Maybe even the front and the back or something like that. But yeah, more part pieces. Here's a bit more of an overview of the whole bag with all the pieces here. And I mean, wow, there's actually quite a bit for this bag. Now that it's all spread out and laid out on my table here, you really get a good idea for what was inside. What a great price for $8, honestly. You know, I like all the parts and pieces for the Disney Cars. That's pretty cool. And then all the bulk here is just great. Great for any MOCs, any kind of Lego collection building, all that good stuff. It's great. Let's go ahead and clean up the Lego on this table so we can move on to our second bag. Here's our second bag. This one is the exact same size, if not a little bit bigger. I think it might have a little bit more pieces. Nonetheless, I mean, all three big bags are really big, but look at this. Okay. Might have to open it up a little bit more. There. This is actually trying to keep them on the table. That's my main goal. I know if I just roll them, it's going to go everywhere. Okay. So, I had mentioned earlier, right, about some of these pieces might kind of match up. And right off the bat, I'm seeing right here a car piece. This is really cool. It does have wear marks on the edges and stuff. That's not the end of the world. But something tells me this would possibly match up with this. I'm not quite sure. Maybe. Right? Somewhere along the lines. How does that connect? No. Not really, does it? So anyways, yeah, that might go together. We have one more red piece here. This looks like it's for a bit of a smaller car. Does this fit? No, not really. Number 15. And it is all Lego. That's pretty cool to see. This is a really nice part piece right here too. So we got two more little mini car pieces. What is happening with this? There's a big logo right on the front side there. This says Lego. Is this one of them Mindstorm pieces? It looks like it's supposed to be like electrical in some way or form, but I'm not seeing any buttons. Is there clickables? No? There's just like the Technic piece that you can put inside. This is an odd piece. I have no idea. I couldn't even begin to guess for you guys what that might be. Here's another one of them tile pieces. We got two of them from the last bag. I actually still have them out here, so now we got 3. This is really interesting. Is there supposed to be 3? Is there supposed to be more? I guess we'll find out with time, right? This is, you know what, I think this is for Lego Dimensions, the portal. I could be wrong, but I think that's what this circular piece comes from. Maybe there is other Lego sets that have had this piece, but I think that's what I remember it from. Hopefully I'm right, because yeah, it kind of seems like that, right? The little circle piece. Oh, I dropped it. There we go. The little circle piece here, I feel like is where you put your character with their tag piece. Now this is cool. Is this all Lego? Something tells me this might not be Lego. Yeah, this isn't Lego. I figured it wouldn't be because the track pieces are pretty big. Now, they have numbers on them, but there's no Lego stamps. So something tells me this is maybe like Mega Bloks or something. But it is like a complete track piece for a tank. But I'll keep that off to the side for now. Oh, we do have a little cockpit for a plane. Definitely don't have any type of like plane pieces, I didn't think, but hey, you know what? Would this be like a bottom for it? That almost kind of fits. Not really, but kind of, right? A little bit. We'll keep them together for now. What is... Oh, this is a pretty cool. It's printed too. It's Fritter. I think this is from Disney Cars as well. Something tells me this has been like a whole Disney Cars collection, or just Disney mostly theme as well, but that's a cool piece. That's a very, very... I don't know if that's supposed to be like a picture painting or something like that. We got some sled style pieces here. Cool. We got a little mug. I think that's a Lego mug. Oh, it has a printing on it. I Heart HLC. What does that mean? Something tells me that's like Lego Friends or something like that. Some cafe or some weird thing like that. This is interesting here. I like the blue katana. Can we take it out? I mean, the translucent blue pieces are actually really cool as well. But this katana is also a really cool color. There's a few other translucent pieces. We got like one more there. There was the little windshield piece here. Oh, we got a Batman logo in the back? Okay, we see you, Batman. What's up? That's cool. Can use that for like a little mock of some kind with the bat signal. Got a cone gun, one of the old school Star Wars guns. Oh, I thought I'd seen this earlier. It's one of them snake heads attachment pieces. I think they exclusively come from Ninjago. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, I think it's just for the snake people from Ninjago. cool little accessory piece. You can always use them for some serpent staffs and stuff like that. We got a little friend's hair piece. Keep over there. You know, this has been a pretty good bag so far. No figures or anything like that. We do have a fake figure. It's like a Roblox style one. You see how square looking he is? Look how square that body is. That's very weird. Definitely not a Lego figure. Right next to it though, this is cool. This is one of them friends, I think. It's them. I don't know what like the name of the bird, but it's very colorful. I love the purple. And then is that like a yellow? I was gonna say orange, but I think it's more of like a yellow. But just a very cool looking little bird. We actually have tons of Lego animals now from all sorts of different themes. And Friends is one of the ones that has just contributed a ton to making new animals. We have, I'm pretty sure this is a saxophone. I don't really know my instruments very well, so sorry if I get that wrong. But I think like Lisa uses that, right, from The Simpsons? That's what I remember it most from. We have, another one of them printed pieces. We got one of these from the other bag, so we could actually pair them up together. That's kind of cool. 58 times 2. Nice, nice. What else are we going to have? Anything in the back here? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is really interesting. What is this thing? This is Lego, I'm pretty sure. Is this a Star Wars little enemy? Little monster? Or is this... If it's not Star Wars, I'm honestly kind of stumped as to what this little thing would be. Initially, I thought this was like a wolf or something like that, but like, no. This is a full-on monster, little monster animal. Okay, this is a cool piece. This is a very, very cool piece. We'll kind of stick him at the top there if we can. Huh. I almost didn't even see him because there's a bunch of like just different white pieces in this lot here. That is so random. I was not expecting to get something like that. Very different. We got one more car mold piece. This one's all blue. Still another one of the small ones. Cool. I've debated about possibly getting into collecting the Disney cars because there is actually quite a few of them. It's just, I don't think they're exactly cheap. But I do have a bunch of parts now. So maybe eventually I'll look for some used lots or something like on eBay. See if I can try and piece together some stuff or even use Bricklink. We have another car piece here with the pieces attached. I forget what these are called. The connectors for the wheels. But this is a great molded piece here. Very, very easy and fast and quick to throw together a vehicle. So these are highly desired with people. People really do like Lego cars and Lego vehicle making. That, Lego buildings, and then obviously your minifigures is probably your number one most favorited thing. Here's another like cars parts piece. Nice, nice. We got the eyes. I don't know if we have like the body or anything like that. What's happening with this? So it's a sticker, but what is that, like a construction site piece or something like that? It's kind of a weird shape. You see how like it's like a dome? It's got all kinds of angles. It's a very interesting molded piece. Unique, at least. Could be Lego City. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Other than that, though, this bag, I think that's basically it. I'm just trying to see if maybe any kind of other tiles with some printings would catch my eye. This is a nice little base plate. Not overly like wide, but decently long. Yeah, I think that's mostly everything. This is a sticker, probably Lego Friends. We've seen a little bit of Lego Friends here, a decent amount of Disney stuff, which is great. And then whatever that little monster animal thing, maybe animal, maybe not, is kind of cool. This is cool too. Is it? Ah, it's not Lego. It says LP. What's LP? I'm not sure what LP is for, what that stands for, but that's a non-Lego brand. It would have been cool if it was Lego, because I love these translucent pieces. You don't really see them very often. I want to say they're rare. I don't think they're overly expensive, just a harder color way to get, if that makes sense, right? Colorway. Yeah. Okay. Very good bag. This bag had a lot of very interesting pieces, and overall, if you kind of get the aerial view here, it's got quite a few bulk pieces. Like, this is a great bag with a great amount of pieces. I just repeated myself like 8 times. I'm tired. This was a very interesting bag. I really liked what we found for unique pieces, as well as here's an overview of all the general bulk, and there was quite a bit in this one. I mean, so much. We do have one brick separator, I don't think I mentioned it, but almost every bag sometimes will have a brick separator, which I think is kind of cool because I'm always losing them. I always have a hard time finding one when I need it. But this bag was an absolute heater. Wow, it was so good. So let's clean it up though. We got one final bag to open up and see what other kind of goodies are left. Our final and third bag for today. Man, this has been such a good opening so far for just adding bulk pieces to the collection. And it's been actually really fun scavenging through and kind of guessing on what the pieces are and what they aren't, for themes at least. This is another bag though that's filled with some awesome pieces here, it looks like. Do have, I think, a lot more smaller ones in this bag, definitely. The other bags had like a lot of base plates and whatnot. This is very small, tiny pieces, but like hundreds. You guys see this? This is crazy. This is a lot of pieces to look at. Right off the bat, I think this is yeah, it's a non-Lego head. Pretty serious looking face though. Keep it off to the side there. We should get some decent accessories like this here, like a little guitar from a friend's, I'm pretty sure. I seen on the outer bag, oh, this. Is it? Oh, it's not Lego. I was excited, translucent blue, but it's not. Not real Lego. We do have a printed piece here for another Cars, number 25. Cool, we'll keep that to the side. Try not to lose it in the bag here. Man, these are crazy pieces. Here's something that's really tiny. I think it's a taco. Is that right? That looks like a taco. Kind of cool piece. We'll keep it. Why not, right? Add it to the little food bag collection I got going. I think we got another bat logo. Yep. Another printed one too. That's cool. That one's a circular little tile piece. I think this is a sticker. Discovery. Not sure what that would be for. Like a truck or something like that. Some type of transport. Nonetheless, a cool piece. Wow. This is a great assortment here. I know not everybody likes the tiny, tiny pieces. One thing I've noticed with parents, they really like the big building blocks, 2x4s, you know, 5x2s, anything that's long and big for building mostly like houses and cars and stuff. They don't like the tiny little detail pieces because I don't think the kids, I think they lose them faster maybe. They don't really know how to build on them as much. You know, like a tiny slope piece like this. You're going to need a lot more of them to get a bigger design than using just a handful of 2x4s. We do have a nice little pickaxe here. That's a Lego one, I'm pretty sure, so we'll keep it. We got a brick separator. Oh, this is nice. We got a banana. Love that. I'm always up for animals, food. I always look as a really awesome like Lego accessory, so I'll accept anything that's a food. Even stuff like this, because I'm pretty sure this is Lego. Yeah, it does. It says that. I think this is like a soccer ball. This might be a soccer ball or some type of like training ball or something like that. Looks like it's got those soccer lines on it, but that's a cool piece to keep off to the side. Stuff like that I love, because you don't really get them, or at least even a lot of them in sets when you buy them. You only get usually one or two of. Even like something like this. I think this is a mini life jacket. I could be wrong. Now that might be for like a doll piece and not a minifigure. It just looks like it's extra tiny. Maybe it's even for a toddler or something. But pieces like that, you're not going to get many of them when you buy sets. So sometimes you luck out with the thrift store bags because they're people's collections that you just get a whole handful of really cool pieces. Like these orange pants. That's a really cool piece to have right there. Very awesome. I can always use some more minifigure parts to complete other figures going in the future. One day I'm hoping to be able to really complete a ton of figures. I know it's going to take probably a lot of time and a lot more buying used parts that don't make sense, and then eventually piecing them together as much as I can. We got a couple more of those tiny little lifeguard jackets. Not lifeguard, sorry. Lifesaver. Life-saving? Right? Life jackets. You all know what I mean, sometimes. We got another car part here. This is interesting. I think it's just got wear marks on the eyes. I could be maybe wrong about that. It looks like it is. But nice, though. Nice little part piece. Not as much car, like, wheels or... We got a couple wheel well kind of pieces here to go on the side for the rims and stuff. But, yeah, not like this here, the shell is what I'm trying to get at. We don't have really many more of those for this bag. What's happening in the back here? We have any other craziness? Oh, it's like a Transformers helmet. I forget what these come from. Is it? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying to guess. It's a no-name brand company, toy company that makes them, but they are cool little figures, little competitors to the Lego toys. You know, they still have some competitors out there. They're fighting hard to keep their position there. You know, like Playmobil, for example. They fight hard to have room and space in the toy stores. Another one of them small life jackets. We got like a dog bone thing here. Other than that, I'm seeing more of just your kind of basic and common pieces. We do have another Friends sticker piece. We got, this is like a cool little ladder, probably from the Friends theme because it's purple. Hey, we have a croissant. Come here. Look at that. Another food piece. I don't get too many of these too often either. I think that comes from the Friends sets. The Friends sets, again, they brought in and introduced a ton of accessory pieces for like the cheat sheet, which is kind of nice. You know, and that's why I have respect for Friends. Friends has brought in different stuff in the color grades too. They brought in so much more teal blue, so many more light-hearted colors, like even light purples. I actually really like a light purple shade, and they got so much stuff like that. It's not just, you know, pink. I mean, they got, yeah, of course they got the pink, but it's not all pink, which is kind of nice. So I think this is like a little helmet here. Racer's helmet. We will keep that off to the side. That's kind of cool. We got one more like sticker. Yep, sticker. HLC. Didn't we see that on the cup, right? That little mug earlier, I think, said HLC. Maybe it's a university or something like that. This one is a printed piece. We got like what, a newspaper or like a news article. What's that? Heart? Question mark? Yeah, that doesn't make much sense to me. I think it's just more Friends themed stuff. Oh, I think we have a minifigure torso piece. No arms, but that's a-okay. Oh, no head and pants. I forgot to mention that, but hey, we'll take the torso. Decent little prints there. Looks like he's a ship, a boat rescue guy. I think that's what he is. So that's kind of the parts and pieces we have here. Oh, I do spot a Friends head. No body or anything like that, so just a part piece. We got lots of them. So yeah, you know what? Another great bag with some really cool surprises. We have here, I think. Where'd it go? I think I just pushed it. Yeah, I did. I think this is like a tennis racket. Yeah, I think that's a tennis racket in Lego, which is pretty cool. And I don't know if that's Lego or not. Other than that, this has been a good bag, but I think that is pretty much it. We got number 2. This is bag number 3. Would have been kind of cool if we had a number 3 pop up, eh? Let's just check the back here, just in case if I miss something. It always happens. Usually one piece or 2 pieces slips through. I got a hockey stick here. That's kind of nice. I got a few of them now. You don't really get many hockey players, but I always get the sticks. I've never found a hockey puck yet either, I don't think. Now those are probably really tiny pieces, or just a 1x1 smooth stud. Maybe that's what they use for a hockey puck, and that's why I haven't found any. We got another like tennis racket piece here. Oh, I think this is another helmet. It's got an interesting like translucent green visor. Then it is Lego. Must be an older one, something like that. Okay, we just swoosh it around in the back here. I think we have like a computer piece. Yep, some electronics. Not too bad. Oh, we do have another mug. We got another aqua thing. See, this bag just has so many like tiny little accessories. Not that they're like overly expensive or worth money or rare, but they go to every minifigure. They go to great set pieces. You know, we have another little Lifesavers jacket. So, now, really, really great stuff. I'm honestly really happy with these bags, even though they weren't necessarily filled with minifigures or anything like that. I think this is a printed piece for like a register, right? For a store. That's nice. So, yeah, overall, really nice bag. Here's the nice little pile of pieces that I thought were interesting and unique that we talked about. And then here is an overview of all the bulk pieces for this bag. Once again, because the pieces are very small in this bag, it looks like there's tons. Like I would easily say there's 1,000 pieces here in total. So for the $8 value, what a killer price. I mean, we did really awesome just on bulk here. Yeah, it's all used. Some of it's going to have some dings and whatnot. There might be a hair or two in here as well for a nice little donation piece. But in due time, we can clean up the hair, get rid of it, wash the pieces. The dents and dings stay, but you know what? It adds uniqueness. It adds age and color to it. So I'm not against it. Nothing wrong with that at all. This is probably the greatest way to build a bulk collection, even though it's all used pieces. I'm paying a really great price per pound, roughly, for all this stuff here. These 3 bags were some of the best when it comes to just weight and what we paid. I mean, only $8 Canadian, and then all these pieces right here. That is a fantastic deal, at least for us here in Canada. Maybe in some other countries, you can get more weight for your price, but for us, this is an incredible deal. Well guys, that's going to be the end of today's unboxing video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun opening up these bags. I have a few more to open up as well. So if you like these openings, please slap that like button. I really do appreciate all the love and support. Till next time though, I'll see you guys all in another unboxing video very soon. Have a great day everyone.